we sway with a beer in hand every day. From the tee to the hole, we're just trying to keep control. We're barely out of bounds, drinking and golfing around. A toast to the fairway we raise, for the love of the game and the haze. A swing and a miss, oh what a sight. We laugh it off with delight. With each swig from the can, we're the best at this plan. We're barely out of bounds, drinking and golfing around. A toast to the fairway we raise, for the love of the game and the haze. No matter the score, we're here for the fun, the sun, the laughs and the pun. So here's to good times and great friends we found in this game where we're barely out of bounds. So grab your clubs and enjoy your brew. We're here to make memories come true in the world of golf and beer. We're barely out of bounds. Cheers. We're barely out of bounds, drinking and golfing around. A toast to the fairway we raise, for the love of the game and the haze. For the love of the game and the haze. No matter the score, we're here for the fun, the sun, the laughs and the pun. So here's to good times and great friends we found in this game where we're barely out of bounds. So grab your clubs and enjoy your brew. We're here to make memories come true in the world of golf and beer. We're barely out of bounds. Cheers.
Or we're on.
I'm so sick of these goddamn.
And welcome back to another episode of Barely Out of Bounds. It's your boy Rico Daddy Slick here.
How did your crew not get out there? They're playing off!
On the green, we sway with a beer in hand every day. From the tee to the hole, we're just trying to keep control. We're barely out of bounds, drinking and golfing around. A toast to the fairway we raise, for the love of the game and the haze. For the love of the game and the haze.
I don't know if it's about a thin class. I don't know.
I think I did that a little early.
What?
Whoa, look who it is.
What's up?
I heard you're returning to form. Nice to meet you. I'm Zane.
Hi Zane. I'm returning to form. That's terrible. I hate that.
That is horrible. Did you get like a new light? Oh, that's even worse. Please stop.
There we go. That's fine.
Please end whatever you are doing right now.
I don't like that either, actually. We're gonna.
I
Nope.
hate it. I
Nope.
hate all of them. Nope. Destroy
That
them.
one's good. I like this one.
That's fine.
Yeah, there we go.
But it isn't great.
All right, we'll keep switching. No.
Ah.
No.
All right, Zach. Let's get to going because like they always say, the early bird gets the worm.
Early birds and worms and all that. For sure.
Yeah, a little bit of that, everything. Anyway, Zachary Smith, we have missed a week due to my logistics. in
logistics.
my address.
He had to address some things.
I had to address something. That's actually clever. I had to address some things. But now we're addressed and we're ready to rock and roll.
Listen, we're dressed.
I'm dressed.
I'm dressed. At least above the waist.
Yeah, you don't know.
How would they know?
How would they know? You don't even know.
I don't even know if I have a lower half. I don't have arms.
Technically, you are in a state of superposition. You could both have a lower half and not have a lower half.
What's that called? The Schrodinger's legs.
That's what I've heard. That's the common thought experiment. Yes.
Yeah, the Schrodinger's legs thought experiment. How we doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, man. I've been playing good. We got the U.S. Open qualifier coming up. I'm excited about that. I switched since the last time we saw each other on here. I have since switched to a new grip with my putter, and I don't mean of the rubber composite variety. I mean of like how I hold my hands.
Yeah, that's the rumor, is that you've switched grips.
Yep, to the claw grip. You know
you're in a bad way when you gotta go the claw. And guess what, Zane?
Honestly,
I'm right there behind you, dude.
Honestly, dude, I have never putted better in my life.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
I told Zach today on the phone. I called Zach because Zach shot a 68. Everybody clap for Zach. Shooting 68. That's brilliant.
Tied my career best.
Tied his career best. I'm gonna plug this in so you don't go away forever.
For the second time this month, I shot 68, which is my lowest round ever. Although these two 68s were at significantly harder courses, in my opinion.
Oh no! Oh, my computer.
What? I can still see you and hear you.
I know, no, because that's on my phone. The camera's on my phone, but my computer just went dead. So you're doing all of the stuff tonight.
Okay. I just tooted. All right. Yeah. No, that's fine. I'm good.
You're doing all the heavy lifting.
All the heavy lifting. I do it anyway.
I can still see you, but now you're the size of like a
peanut.
Like that big.
Okay. Well,
yeah, I can.
Zane, let's go back a couple weeks to the RBC.
Oh, hold on. We got to tell everybody what we're drinking.
Oh, yeah. What are we drinking, Zane?
This is dude, you can't.
I bet I can guess. Wait. I bet I can guess. Don't show the camera yet. Are you having a quitting time from QT?
How did you know? Oh, my name.
No, that was just a completely random guess out of nowhere.
Quitting time. It's actually, you know what's funny? It's actually pretty good beer.
I'm sure it is, dude. But you know what is better than a pretty good beer?
That tastes like a Miller. Let's hear it.
We had a really good round of golf today. We've had a really good 2 back-to-back weeks.
Hey, can I guess? Can I guess?
3.
Can I guess?
Yeah.
It's a Lunen Heigels Shandy.
Leinenkugels, you mean?
Leinenkugels, whatever. How you say it.
I wish that would be a good one. No, but because we've had such an amazing past 3 weeks on DraftKings, we finally figured out the driver today, shot a 68. We're having a celebratory beverage, and the best celebratory beverage of all. Having Glenlivet Scotch whiskey.
Even worse.
Oh, and we're doing it neat as well. Golly. Nothing like
I threw up in my mouth a little bit.
Nothing like a celebratory Scotch, man. There's just nothing like it.
Brother.
The only thing to make this better is a celebratory cigar, although I do want to be able to wake up and not puke tomorrow morning. So
that's fair.
Yeah. But so going back 2 weeks to the RBC Heritage, we had Matthew Fitzpatrick taking it down, one of the guys I picked for that week.
Hey, we both picked him.
Did we?
Yes.
Who else did you pick?
The last 3 weeks, I've picked the winner. Like, that's what's so crazy. And it's just, I keep losing. But I picked the guy who wins.
You did pick the guy who wins.
Yes.
But, unfortunately, you're also picking guys that miss the cut. And that's a big problem in DraftKings. You had How many do you have miss the cut in the RBC?
2.
Was last week the week I beat you by like 1 point or something
Yeah.
at the
That was the
RBC?
one. Yeah. Yeah, we didn't even cover that. Beat
He
me
had
by
like
1
it was
point.
like
It was like 385 to 386 or something like
no,
that.
it was 383 to 384
There you go.
is what it was. Because he's like, what'd you score? And I was like, dude, I want to wait for the podcast to tell you. And you're like, just tell me. I'm like, I beat you by 1 point.
That's the closest margin we've ever had.
That might be the closest margin in anyone that's ever done this. Honestly, it could be. I don't know.
If they do it head on head like we do.
Yeah, people
Maybe.
get head all the time.
Maybe.
So I beat him at the RBC, obviously after a win at Augusta National for me. And
I
then
don't have a shot. Oh no.
Zane.
I've got to do a penalty.
Double
so that means
both.
next week I've got to do 2.
4.
No, penalty's an extra.
So 3.
No, it's an extra.
Yeah.
So just I had to do 1 and then another. I'm not gonna lose this week, brother. I'm
Zane.
not gonna lose.
Zane, it's 3 because you lost the Zurich and the RBC.
Oh no, you're right. Oh no, no, it is 4. Oh no.
No, it's 3 right now. Unless you lose this week, which it would be 4.
No, but don't I get a penalty for each one I miss?
Oh yeah, penalty for each one you miss. I wouldn't have given you a penalty for the RBC, even though it was your fault we didn't record last week. But you are skipping 2 shots this week, so you have to make both of those up next week along with the actual shots. So it's 4 next week, and then
so I
if you
have
lose,
to win this week.
you-
So that bottom line is
either you
Zane is going
win this week,
struggling. I hope
either
Jeremy,
you win this week, or we have a really fun podcast.
I hope my boss watches this so that he's like, okay, Thursday morning. Let's
We
not
just won't
schedule
schedule Zane. He can come in at 2.
He'll come in at 12. Yeah. Sleep until 11. Oh, dude, this is insane. I can't believe. You know what's funny is I have the liquor at home, and I live 15 minutes away. Can we just pause the podcast? I can go
No,
and grab it.
It's not happening. I can't believe you didn't bring it with you, knowing what you had to do today. Honestly.
I don't know. I can't believe I remembered the beer, but not the shot.
Yeah. Pretty nuts.
Kind of mind blowing,
Pretty
honestly.
nuts.
You want to hear some great news?
Let's hear some great news.
I weighed myself yesterday or today. Guess what I weighed this morning?
I think you posted it was like 205.
205. So that means I am 20 pounds lighter than I was in January.
Same.
Good for us,
Good for us, dude. I'm
Healthier,
trying to
feel
get
better.
in tour shape so that when
Look at that jawline. You see that jawline? You don't get that jawline whenever you're 225. You know what I mean? You get this.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is 225 Zane,
Yeah.
Oh
sure,
man.
For sure.
Anyway, what are we talking about first?
Matthew FitzPatrick obviously taking down the RBC, played incredibly well all week at a pretty tough venue. Saw some guys struggle.
Mm-hmm.
Really cool to see a signature event. You had all the best players in the field. Every PGA Tour player that's really good was there.
Yeah.
Definitely all the past major champions.
The irony is thick.
And then
thick.
Matthew FitzPatrick able to take it down. And then he wins again with his brother at the Zurich this past weekend.
Mm-hmm.
The only main thing I want to talk about there is, obviously they had an insane round. Was it round 3? Yeah, they shot like 61 or something like that in round 3 to take the lead, and then ended up winning by 1 after struggling down the stretch on the back 9. But the main thing I want to talk about in relation to this event is Alex Fitzpatrick. Obviously, a great story. A brother helps his brother get a 2-year exemption on the PGA Tour into the next 5 signature events, the next 4 majors next year, all that. An insane opportunity for him. He's been playing really good golf over on the DP World Tour. He won already this year. But we were talking about this a little bit earlier today. In a 2-man event where you're playing with a top, arguably the hottest player in the world right now, arguably. And in a 2-man event we were playing with, at worst, a top 5 player in the world, does it make sense for that to be your reward for winning? 2 years exempt on the PGA Tour, next 4 majors, next 5 signature events. When you have guys...
You know what I just thought about?
What?
You didn't have this problem whenever it was Ben Griffin, did you?
He had already won that year. Him and Nick Taylor had already both won that year.
Okay. All right.
I'm saying we had a DP World Tour player get full status for 2 years on the PGA Tour.
I you're not going to hear any arguing from me. You're not going to hear any arguing from me. I totally. Oh yeah, blow it.
Yeah.
Blow it good. Oh yeah. Get that moist.
Calm down.
Canal clean. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where I can't agree with you more. I mean, we can't be having this where, I'll give you an example, like the Grant Horvats get automatic exemptions into tournaments, like, I mean, and I know you love that YouTube golf crap, but you
I love that bullshit, but
yeah, but the thing is like, you lose the what do you call it? You lose that importance whenever you
aura.
The aura, yeah. We want an aura farm. We don't want an aura deplete. You know what I mean? So, I think that's how the kids use it.
Is that how they use it, man?
I don't know how they use it anymore, but you just can't make it. You got to make it worth something. This is the same thing that we said about TGL, isn't it?
Similar, yeah, I would say. I think the TGL thing was that it was clear that the players didn't care. Because, I mean, like, they're laughing, like, oh, Kevin Kisner just shanked one out of a bunker and it's cost us the hole. Ha, 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 ha. Like, there's no one being like, God damn it, Kevin. Like, just hit a bunker shot.
Yeah, I think I think this is one of those things where it shouldn't be the same exemption that you see from other wins.
I 1,000% agree.
I think something is merited, but not that.
I would agree.
So, anyway, any more thoughts on this, Zach?
I think I talked to you about this earlier, and just for the podcast, just kind of explaining my thoughts. I think you should get some kind of exemption, but I think 2 years, next 5 signatures, next 4 majors is a bit much. To me, this tournament is basically an exhibition, which is fine, and I think that there's definitely a place for that in professional golf. My issue with it is the reward, and that. So, like, I think that I would be okay with 1 year exemption on the PGA Tour. Maybe you're into the next 2 signature events. I don't think this merits a freebie into the majors. In my opinion, I don't think it merits that. But, I mean, that's just my opinion, man. It's just my opinion, man.
It's just your opinion, man?
Just my opinion, man. It's just my opinion, man.
Yeah. Yeah,
but that's my take. I think it's obviously a great story. First time 2 brothers have won on the PGA Tour. Really cool story. But I don't know if I don't know. And obviously, Alex Fitzpatrick's career has been skyrocketed into the stratosphere. He was grinding out on the DP World Tour, and now he could play on the PGA Tour for 2 full seasons. So obviously great for him. I'm not trying to take that away from him. He obviously played well. I just don't know if the reward necessarily merits the accomplishment.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's my take on that.
Not a bad take.
But now I want to move on, Zayn, and talk about these signature events that we have now on the PGA Tour. When they were brought out, they were kind of billed as, you're going to get to see the best players in the world play for the most amount of money on the best courses.
Sure.
That's what it was billed as. Zayn, we have a problem.
Yes, we
One
do.
of your star players is missing his 3rd straight signature event.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like he's like, oh, he missed a signature event. He's now missing 3 straight. And I understand Rory is the player, by the way, is coming off of a win at Augusta. He's probably
Rory?
Yeah. He's coming off a win at Augusta. He's probably feeling on top of world cloud 9. Maybe he doesn't want to play in an event right now because he's still riding that high. But at the end of the day, the signature events were billed as you're going to get to see all the best players on the PGA Tour duke it out at some of the best courses on the PGA Tour.
Yeah.
So if you're not providing that, if you're not providing what you sell it as, it's a lacking product, frankly.
For sure.
And so I think one of the big mistakes they made when they did this was, if we raise the purses, we're not going to make them mandatory, but if we raise the purses, everyone's going to want to be there. But that's not necessarily the case. Guys like Rory, he doesn't need that purse. Frankly, he doesn't. Him missing 3 in a row is a problem for the PGA Tour. I don't know how they address it because they're already billed as, not mandatory, when I think they should have been billed as, hey, these tournaments specifically, you guys have to be there. Because guess what? The sponsor of that event is paying for you guys to be there. So I think that they're kind of missing the mark there. It was kind of their response to Live Golf and the fact that, you're going to have all those guys playing every single time that they went out. But I think that this product is falling short on its main objective. Yeah,
I couldn't agree more. This is why we both agreed that the no-cut events were stupid. They take away from the excitement of the thing. On top of that, they are very elitist, which the PGA Tour was never supposed to be. It was supposed to be something where you earn its meritocracy in its purest form. And now it seems like it's not. Now it seems like even in the signature events, they have sponsors exemptions and they let in certain people over other people that might deserve it more. And, and it's just not great. I mean, golf was never supposed to be as political as it is. And it's that way on all levels. It's that way on the Champions Tour. It's that way on the PGA Tour. And I think it takes away, I think people are so short-sighted in the product. I think the product in short term, sure. Butts and seats, I get the advertising revenue. I get that. But long term, you're doing damage to the sport. You're making it not as much of a, bona fide product, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you turn it into WWE, right?
Yeah.
And that's not what we want. I don't mean it's fake. I don't mean they have magnets underneath the greens. I'm just saying
They have magnets underneath the greens.
I'm just saying it's kind of a fixed outcome because you're limiting the amount of people that can win to
For sure.
to your quote unquote top players or top talent, I should say.
Yeah.
And that's not what the PGA Tour was ever about.
Yeah. I agree.
So anyway, on top of this, I do think can we give Brian Rollout, and again, all of it's words until it isn't. But Brian Rollout, if he rolls out half of these things, a lot of this will be fixed. If you start making it to where there's relegation halfway through the year, you know what I mean, and people playing in halfway through the year, people tend to sit out of less tournaments. And I think that's going to help a lot with getting the players to buy in semesterly, or I should say,
quarterly.
No, not quarterly. Quarterly would be fours. I think it's 2 semesters. So it's like, yeah, semesters, right? So, you're getting them to buy in semesterly instead of, instead of for the year, and so that then they can't sit out as many tournaments early on. They got rid of Hawaii for next season. Not sure if you saw that.
I did see that. Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I was kind of surprised, if I'm being honest.
I was too.
Obviously great venue for that event, but at the same time, now that it's a for-profit organization, you're seeing them do a lot of stuff. They got rid of a bunch of employees. They moved the kickoff event from Hawaii. It's going to come to the mainland U.S. where they can sell more tickets and hit more advertising numbers. Due to the time. I've heard it said that, they want to try and break into the primetime slot. But it doesn't, frankly, golf isn't a primetime sport. I don't want to watch golf at 8 p.m. I don't want to watch professional golf at 8 p.m. That's not when I want to watch golf. Does that make sense?
Sure.
I think that's fair.
This is one of the challenges to the live, by the way.
Yeah.
Is the timing of the broadcast.
Yeah, for sure. Because when they're playing in South Africa, you have to either wake up really early in the morning or stay up super late to watch them play.
And where's most of the audience?
Most of the audience is in the United States.
The Western Hemisphere, yeah.
Yep. So I think it's you're in an era of change on the PGA Tour, and I get that Brian Rollup has said a lot of things Zane likes, and that I don't necessarily hate, but at this point I don't know where they're going with it. It is just words right now. We'll see how it ends up. But yeah, there you go.
Yeah. And last word on that, going in, why don't we talk a little bit about Live? There's been new reporting that they have, they've lost all funding at the end of the year.
Should be announced tomorrow.
Yeah,
to the players.
From the PIF. And a lot of these guys are seeking DP World Tour status. And they're clamoring, they're begging DP to have a contingency in case it falls through, because it might.
It might, yeah.
Whenever something like this happens, no matter what, and we know not to trust Scott O'Neill now.
Yeah.
Whenever something like this happens, you don't know if it's going to last the next tournament. So
yeah.
So, yeah, I think this is very likely to fall through, and I think a lot of these guys are going to have to go DP or even Corn Ferry. They're going to have to beg their way onto the Corn Ferry. Now, if you're Brian Rolab, what do you do?
I don't think he's going to do anything.
I think you're right. I think he is part of that. I think even though he's got a lot of good ideas, he's still part of that old guard.
Yeah,
and he's best buddies with our old friend, the Snake, Jay Monahan. And I think
the Snake Monahan.
Jake the Snake Monahan. And I think that he doesn't let him in. I think he
Nope.
says he may lift suspensions in order for them to qualify.
Listen, if he's not lifting Wesley Bryan's suspension, he's not lifting anybody's.
Facts. That's complete fact. Do you think he doesn't even let them do Q school?
He might let him do Q school,
Yeah.
but I mean, Q school is such a crapshoot. It
But
really is.
a lot of their cards have expired anyway.
Yeah, Q school is such a crapshoot that like it's realistic that even like a really like a great player might not get through Q school just because it's like you have to be playing great on the day.
Yeah.
Like there's going to be a guy at Q school that goes crazy low that will not make a cut on the tour.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just the day.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, I mean they have different stages, so it's not exactly the day. I mean,
well, I know they have.
That.
I know they have stages, but the final stage of Q school, it depends on how it really is just. Well, it's 4 days technically. It's 4 days, but like you can have a guy win Q school and never do a damn thing in professional golf.
Yes, you can, but not typically. Typically, they do something in professional golf. Typically, they do something. Whether that's short-lived or long-lived, it's something. So, I disagree with your characterization of Q school. I think a lot of it is how well you're playing that day, for sure, right? But the best players do get in, typically.
I'm not saying that's not the tip. Anyway, whatever.
I know what you're saying. I know. You're saying these guys are taking a risk by going Q school, and I agree. I agree with you.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I do think, revisiting this live stuff, though, do you think this would have happened if Greg Norman was still CEO?
No.
I agree.
I think they lost a lot of their vision without Greg Norman.
I totally agree.
It was Greg. It's kind of the same thing that happened with Apple after Steve Jobs.
100%. No, you keep going.
They stopped innovating.
Yep.
Like they still make a great phone, they still make a great tablet, their computer's still good, but like, are they that much better than everything else out there? Like
no, the answer is no.
The answer is no.
The answer is no. A Huawei does way more than an Apple iPhone, and I'm saying that as somebody who has an iPhone. You know what I mean? Like a Huawei or
even like Samsung and Google now have comparable phones to the iPhone.
I would say Google's probably better. The problem with Samsung has always been the battery. They have a hard time creating a battery.
Well, it's the battery and the UI. The UI for Samsung and LG.
It just gets hot, you know? The battery runs hot.
Yeah, the battery runs hot, and then the UI isn't super user-friendly. It's actually more useful than an iPhone. It's just less. It's harder to use.
Yes, that's correct.
It's more complicated. People like the iPhone, and so many people
because of the UI.
Because of the UI and how well it works with the consumer.
Yeah.
But I mean, you had a guy with a vision with Greg Norman, who basically invented the WGC.
Yeah.
And then that idea was stolen from him. Sure.
Or at least he wasn't given credit for it. I mean, that was the bottom line: is he wasn't given credit.
He wasn't given credit for it.
Yeah.
And then he came up with the idea of Live Golf, which I believe was called something else originally. But
Premier Golf League is what
Premier Golf League, yeah, the PGL.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, you had a guy with a vision of wanting to change professional golf, and it would be impossible to argue that he hasn't changed it forever with what he did with Live. And so, I mean, I think when you take away a guy that has a vision and you put in a guy that's like money smart, but not necessarily business savvy.
I don't even think Scott O'Neill's money smart.
No, I think that you take a guy who like his only thing is I want to make money. His only thing is like I want to make money. Mm-hmm. But you get rid of the guy who created the idea, had the vision for it. A lot of times it loses that luster, that that thing that makes it its own thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that happened relatively quickly after Norman left,
Mm-hmm.
or was let go, or however you want to say it. I think that they basically told him, like, we're probably getting rid of you. You can step down or we can fire you. And I honestly think they did that to get into the good graces of the PGA Tour, and the PGA Tour still said F you. So
Yeah, no, you know what this was? And I hate to make this, I don't want to make this too political. I'm not trying to do that. But you know what this was? It's similar to what we saw with the whole Iran thing, whenever they were like, yeah, we're negotiating. And then they bomb the shit out of the guys that are negotiating, It's kind of like that. No, I'm dead serious. So what happened is PGA Tour was like, yeah, we'll do this deal with you guys. No, it's getting dicey. It's getting dicey. Zach's about to breathe fire. Watch.
that'd be nuts, though. Imagine if I did that on camera.
That'd be wild. But
Right,
anyway,
I'm getting sick of this color. There we go.
Oh my God, no! Please stop. So you look like what's the girl from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory that turns blue and just blows up?
Violet something?
It was Violet something. Anyway, point being, this was exactly that. It was corporate subterfuge is what it was.
Basically, they were like, we'll do this deal. I mean, this was part of the framework agreement, is that Greg
Yes.
Norman's gone.
Yes.
And so they did that prematurely. And then the PGA Tour was like, actually, we're not going to do the framework agreement.
Yeah. Actually, all that stuff that was kind of agreed upon. Oh yeah, we're not doing any of it.
Yeah.
We're not doing any of it. Not even one criteria.
I mean, you didn't have to give me another reason to not like him, but
Yeah.
that was another reason to not like him.
I'm just saying it's the same thing. It's just not war. it's just not bombs, It's
It's not bombs.
It's just not bomb. It's a figurative bomb. Cheers to figurative bomb. Like this joke, it's bombing. Anyway, anything else to cover? Nelly Korda.
Nelly Korda, back on
World
top
number
of the
one.
world. Back on top of the world after a long hiatus.
And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know.
Dominated that event, by the way. Absolutely ran away with it.
I saw she was like up 5.
Yeah, she is
Like
5-shot lead
after
in the
12
middle.
holes in the final round. I
Yeah.
was like, what the hell?
I mean, like, here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't follow the women's game that much, but like with a swing as good as Nelly Korda's, it was only a matter of time until she got back there. I mean, like, it's arguably, I'm going to say arguably the most technically sound swing out there.
Yeah, in golf, period.
It's like, yeah, it's
agree.
up there with Adam Scott, Rory, like all those guys that have like
better.
I agree, actually.
I think it's
But
better.
like, it's so technically sound that it's like, I think she was struggling with the flat stick or something. But I mean, like, for her to not be
she was sick. I mean, that is.
I know she went through that.
She was having health issues.
She had those health issues, but then after that, it took her a while to get back. And I don't know if it was the flat stick, short game, what was going on, but happy to see her back at the top because she's a fantastic player. I think if you're a female golfer, I think that's the person you look at right now in the modern era because she is an exceptional golfer.
Yep.
So
I think the only one that beats her in the swing category is Robert Rock.
no, not Robert Rock.
Oh, Robert Rock.
Doesn't he have the hanging toe, or am I crazy?
What?
Doesn't he have a hanging toe?
A hanging toe?
So like like closed faces to the sky. He's got one that's like that.
No, you're thinking totally wrong. Robert Rock has one of the most sound golf swings in all of golf. Like, it's just so beautiful. Oh man, it is. It's better than Adam Scott. I can tell you that right now.
No, Adam Scott's damn near perfect.
Nah, dude, check out Robert Rock.
I've seen Robert Rock swing. I don't like it as much as Adam Scott.
You're crazy. You're saying that because Adam Scott looks like an Adonis. That's why you're saying it.
I like Jake Knapp's
That's why
swing
you're
more than
saying
I like
it.
Robert Rock's swing.
You're doing pretty. You're doing
The only thing I
handsome bias.
The only thing I hate about Jake Knapp's swing is that he plays with a bent left elbow. That triggers me.
Well, yeah, I mean that's part of what makes it look so fluid is just the bent left elbow.
I know, but it triggers me every time I watch it.
I hate it too. I'm not a huge fan of. I mean, honestly, when something looks that smooth, you can't ever trust it. You know what I mean?
What about Fred Couples?
I hate Fred Couples.
He's got
that's what I'm saying. Whenever it's that smooth, you can't really trust it.
He's got a hanging toe. He's got an open face at the top.
Well, I mean, it's all arms, baby.
Yeah.
I mean, he literally just throws his arms back and throws his arms through.
Yeah.
And he's done it for so long. Like, why change it at that point?
Yeah. Fair. Bernard Langer's got a very sound swing. Yes,
Bernard's steady Eddie.
Yeah.
In fact, he changed his name to Edward just this past year.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't. But
one thing I want to talk about real quick, Zane, I know you've been dipping your toes, just dipping them into the YouTube space. YouTube golf. You mentioned this to me like 2 weeks ago. That you're like, oh, I watched this YouTube video, and I was like, oh, that's actually pretty cool. The Q at Myrtle Beach is going on right now. Have you watched any of it?
Let me check. Nope.
Alrighty, well, so the Q at Myrtle Beach is going on right now. 8 guys battling out for one spot at the Myrtle Beach Classic. You have Grant Horvat, Micah Morris, George Bryan, Ryan Ruffles. There's 2 more. Oh, wait, no. You have Sam and Sam Hyung-min and Luke Kwan, and then guy I don't really know, but he's really Southern. Like, really Southern. Like, he pronounces Ryan. He says, Ryan.
I don't know.
Anyway, first round's out on Grant Horvat's YouTube channel. They played singles matches, 1v1, and then that cuts it down to 4 guys. And then those 4 guys battle it out, 18-hole stroke play. Winner gets into the Myrtle Beach Classic. First video was really good. It was really, really interesting.
What happened, Zach?
I don't want to spoil it because I want you to watch it. It's good golf.
Spoil it for me.
It's good golf, dude. It's good golf.
Hey.
Zane.
Spoil it for me.
Do you like watching good golf?
Spoil it for me.
I'm not going to spoil it. No, they're down to their final 4. You had George Bryan versus Micah Morris, which was a great match. You also had Grant Horvat versus Peter Finch was also in that video. That's who the guy I was thinking of. I couldn't name. And then you had Ryan Ruffles versus a really Southern guy. I'm so sorry I can't remember your name. You're just the smallest creator out there. And then Sam versus Luke Kwan. That was also, I mean, all the matches were very good.
Hey, we're the smallest creator out there.
No, because we're not out there.
Cheers to that.
We're not out there. Hey, Zane, we're not out there. I'm breaking news. We're not there. We're not at the Q. But you know what, Zane? With the way I played today, I think.
I just meant in the ether. That's what I meant. I meant
in the ether. No, actually, I don't think we are, because I got on my homepage recommended like a golf YouTube channel that was actually smaller than mine.
Really?
And I was like, whoa. I'm not.
You made it. Look, hey,
I
look,
made
Ma.
it, dude.
Hey, look, Ma, I made it.
I made it, dude. All righty. So now let's go into DraftKings. We're talking the Cadillac Championship at the Blue Monster of Doral back on tour.
Trump National, baby. Trump National.
So I'm on the PGA Tour 30K Caddy single entry.
Yeah, that's the one I'm on.
$5 entry. So Zane, do you want to go us lead off and tell us who your first player is?
Well, let's go ahead with a guy who's also should be nicknamed Eddie because he is steady. Is Ryan Gerard. Ryan Gerard, he's been playing very well. I think he's missed one cut. I think Ryan.
Yeah, in the tournament he was supposed to win, he missed the cut at.
It's whatever. Gerard for the win this week.
Terrible pick. I hate that pick. I looked at him and said, "No, sir." We're gonna go with a guy that.
I hope you didn't do that by yourself.
I didn't. So we're gonna go with a guy who has been playing really, really well all season, and he is probably going to put up a low number one of the first 2 days. He is going to be in the top 10 at some point this weekend. Probably not at the end of the weekend, but we're going with Ryo Hisatsune. $7,000, insane value for a guy who has been playing exceptional this year. He's got 4 top 10s, missed one cut this year.
I picked your boy, Nikolai Hogard. I know Zach loves picking him. I picked him this week.
It's a bad pick.
I think he's going to pay off. I think he's going to pay off this week.
Bad pick this week.
Okay.
And the reason why he's a bad pick this week, he does not perform super well at these signature events. So we're going.
There's always a first time.
There's always a first. We're going with a guy who's kind of trending right now. He had a top 10 at the Texas Children's Houston Open and a top 25 last week at the RBC Heritage. We're going with Sahith Theegala. I think this course plays more to his strengths than RBC does. And for him to finish 25th at the RBC, I think shows that he's in pretty good shape.
Maybe. If I remember Doral correctly, it's very narrow off the tee. I don't know if Theegala can do that.
Yeah, but it's also it's much longer than.
Yeah, it is. It is. And so because of that reason, I picked Minwoo Lee. Minwoo Lee is my third pick for this.
That's a good pick.
He's straight and long, so that really helps me out.
Yeah, that's a good pick. I also took Minwoo Lee, but I'm going to go into my next pick. $8,000. I'll never stop believing in you. The Max Fly man himself, Ben Griffin, has joined the team.
Zach's favorite golfer in the world.
He had a bad run of tournaments at the Arnold Palmer, the Players, and the Valspar, but he has turned it around, playing well at the Masters, Texas, and the RBC. I just saw his name and I was like, come back to me, baby.
Doral's a different type of golf. It's much more like sawgrass.
I think he's got it, dude. I think he's got it. I think he'll be okay.
So I picked because it plays a lot like the TPC course. I picked Hideki Matsuyama, who did pretty well, other than the fact he lost his driver there playing against Chris Goddard up there in the TPC Phoenix course there. So I think I do, or TPC Scottsdale. Sorry, I think Hideki, he's been hitting his driver a lot better according to Data Golf. So I think he's in the running for a great week. Again, he's long, really straight, decently straight. So,
all right, my next pick is the guy we already mentioned, Minwoo Lee, $8,600. I think that's a steal for him. Great value at $8,600. He's long, he's straight. He's playing fairly well right now. He had a T3. He had a bad Masters and didn't play well at the RBC, but I don't think that course plays much to his favor, whereas I think Doral probably will.
Gotcha. And then I picked Alex Smalley. He's obviously one of my lower ring picks, but his approach game is really great. He's above average in driving distance.
4 hybrid in every green.
No, he's above average in driving distance. He's above average in driving accuracy. I think this is a really good fit for him, at least making the cut. I mean, this is the guy, obviously, I picked to, we're talking cracking top 40. You know what I mean? Oh, this is signature, so he doesn't need to make a cut. But if he can crack top 40, that'd be great. That'd be great.
Yeah, no cut field.
I know. I hate to see it.
I hate to see it, dude. Hate to see it. My next pick is my second most expensive. Guy who's won twice this year on the PGA Tour. Guy who absolutely destroys the golf ball. It's Chris Gotterup. $9,300.
That's a good pick, especially after his showing at TPC Scottsdale. This is a good. That's a good choice.
Yeah, he played well at the RBC as well. Played well at the Masters.
What did he do at the Players?
He had a bad tournament at the Players. He had a bad final day, 78 at the Players.
But the rest of the days,
of the days, he was just fine. He went 71, 73, 68, and then shot 78 on the final day.
So he played pretty good there, other than one day. I picked my boy, man. I can't go against Captain America, Cam Young. I gotta pick him. He's my boy. He's my boy, Blue. He's my boy. And I mean, I recently he's been kind of my guy in these events. He's been like the Maverick McNeely if I was Zachary Smith. And he's kind of on the upswing still here in 2026. So we'll see if he can keep the steam headed that way.
All right, a guy who's been incredibly consistent this year. He had a bad Players and a bad RBC, but other than that, has been on a stretch of top tens that is honestly probably the most impressive stretch without a win so far this year. I love him. He's another guy that I like. We're going with Jake Knapp.
You can't trust him.
Bomber of the golf ball. Played really well at the Masters.
You can't trust him.
Can't trust him because he's smooth.
Yeah, a swing that smooth, you can't trust him.
Gotcha. But that is my picks for this week. The Cadillac Championship taking place at Trump National at Doral. The Blue Monster. Exciting to see this course back in the PGA Tour rotation.
Trump National.
Okay. Really, really good to see this course back on the rotation for the PGA Tour. It's
great golf course.
Great golf course. Really challenging, tough.
Zach loves it because Rory had a meltdown there.
Yeah, he threw his 7-iron in the water or something. Or no, it was a pitching wedge, I think.
Helicoptered it.
Yeah. And then had a diver go get it for him.
Trump had a diver go get it and kept it. That's next level, dude.
Did he keep it?
A diver go out, grab the club, and then be like, "Nah, that's mine now."
It's mine now.
You donated it.
Yeah. I think I'm looking to go 4 straight here, and I think if I go 4 straight, I think we're back even on the year. So
maybe.
I think that's actually true. I think that's actually true, which is kind of insane.
So I've got to beat you because I don't want to do 5 shots next time. I'm going to water down those shots.
No, you can't water them down, dude. You got to do 5 legit shots.
I'm going to water
You can drink water afterwards, but you got to do 5 shots, buddy.
Oh, my gosh. All right.
But that's all I have to talk about tonight.
Peace.
22. Well,
22.
we want to thank everyone for watching this episode of the Beerly Out of Balance podcast. We'll be back next week and everything upcoming on the PGA Tour and more. So we will see you guys next week.